Hello friends, I'm Dr. Gaurav. After watching this video, you will be able to read psychometric chart. Psychometric chart. It is a graphical representation of the various thermodynamic properties of moist air. In the year 1911, Dr. Wills Carrier presented to the American Society of Mechanical Engineers the psychometric formulas and the psychometric chart. Psychro means cold and metrics means measurement. The charts are available for normal, low and high temperature ranges at sea level as well as at levels of 750 meter, 1500 meter and for other elevations. The psychometric chart is normally drawn for standard atmospheric pressure of 760 mm of Hg, or we can say that 1.01325 bar. Now, psychometric chart, it is given by X-ray. So the name is X-ray psychometric chart. As you can see in the chart, we are having dry bulb temperature in degree Celsius. The values are 0, 20, 30, 40, 50. And we are having humidity ratio in gram per kg of dry air. And the values are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 and 30. As well as we are having the value of enthalpies in kilojoule per kg of dry air. As you can see that the lines are inclined ones, these ones. This curve is saturation curve. Here we are having the value of temperature. You can see that 5 degrees Celsius line, this one is 5. Then we have 10, this one 10 degrees Celsius. Then we have 15 degrees Celsius. Then we have 20 degrees Celsius. Then 25, 30 and so on. Next is specific volume. These are also inclined straight lines. This is the specific volume. It is in meter cube per kg of dry air. Next is relative humidity. It is in percentage basis. As you can see that 20%, 30%, 40%, these are curve in nature. It is similar to that of the saturation curve line. And on the saturation curve line, the value of relative humidity is 100%. As you can see that below that is 90. On the saturation curve line, we will have 100% relative humidity. This line is sensible heat factor line, and this protector also represents the sensible heat factor line. Second chart is also psychometric chart, and it is by R.S. Khurmi. Again, you can see that we are having dry bulb temperature, specific humidity. It is in this case is kg per kg of dry air. So the value are 0.002 and so on. We are having saturation curve. We are having enthalpy scale. We are having wet bulb temperature, dew point, sensible heat factor, vapor pressure. Here it is written that it is for standard atmospheric pressure, that is 760 mm of Hg, or we can say that 1.013 bar. So first is dry bulb temperature. The vertical lines parallel to y-axis are dry bulb lines and x-axis represents dry bulb scale, as you can see in the figure. -6, 5, 10. This is D between dry bulb temperature in degree Celsius. Next is specific humidity. The y-axis represent moisture content in kg per kg of dry air, or in case of X-ray chart we are having gram per kg of dry air. These are horizontal lines running from right to left. Next is relative humidity. These lines looks very much like saturation lines on the chart. They are in increment of 10% starting from right hand corner to the left. The extreme left is 100% saturation line, that is saturation curve, and any condition on air beyond this line means there is a free moisture present in the air in the form of fog or mist. So any point beyond this saturation curve will represent free moisture present in the air in the form of fog or mist. We are having another figure on relative humidity. As you can see that the formula is 8.5 divided by 19.0 equal to 45%. Now we will find out this value. Suppose this is our required point. So at this point we will find out the value of dBT as 24 suppose, and the value of relative humidity you will draw a horizontal line towards right and you will get the value 8.5. Now from this required point draw a vertical line upward. It will cut the saturation curve line, that is 100% relative humidity line, and from this point again you draw a horizontal line towards right and you will again find out the value of specific humidity as 19.0. So for finding the value of relative humidity at the required point, what you will do, you will divide this 8.5 by 19.0 and you get the value as 45%. As you see in the figure, it is between 40 and 50. So in this way you can also calculate the value of relative humidity. Next is dew point temperature. These lines are horizontal to be read from left to right and coincide with the specific humidity lines. As you can see that on the saturation curve there is a marking of temperature 5, 15, 25 and so on. So these lines move from left to right, from here to towards right, and these are also horizontal in nature, similar to that of the specific humidity. It can be observed that any point laying on the saturation line means it is dry bulb, wet bulb, and dew point temperature is same. So if we are having any point on this saturation curve, suppose this is our point. So at this point the value of dew point temperature is 25, the value of dry bulb temperature is 25, and the value of wet bulb temperature is also 25, and the value of relative humidity on the saturation curve is 100%. When air is cooled below the dew point temperature, there would be condensation. So when the condensation will happen, when the cooling of air takes place below than that of the dew point temperature. Next is wet bulb temperature lines. These lines are inclined straight lines at about 30 degree to x-axis and non-uniformly spaced. As you can see in the diagram, these are inclined straight lines approximately 30 degree to the x-axis, and non-uniformly spaced means the distance between these two lines between 5 and 15 is not same as that of the distance between the lines 15 and 25. So these are non-uniformly spaced. Both the dew point and wet point scaled on are marked on the saturation line. So for finding the value of dew point and wet bulb temperature, the scaling is marked on the saturation curve. Suppose this is our required point. Now you have to find out the value of wet bulb. So how will you find out? You will draw a straight line 30 degree to the x-axis and you will get the value as 15 degrees Celsius. So 15 degrees Celsius will be the value of wet bulb temperature, and at this point the value of dry bulb, you will draw a vertical line downward and you get the value as 25. And what is the value of dew point? You will draw a horizontal line towards the left, and whatever the value you get, that will be the dew point temperature value. Next is enthalpy or total heat lines. These lines are inclined straight line and uniformly spaced. So these lines are uniformly spaced. Some of these lines coincide with the wet bulb temperature lines, but while finding the enthalpy from the chart, we assume that enthalpy lines coincides with the wet bulb temperature lines. So these are also inclined straight lines. So while finding the value from the chart, we generally assume that wet bulb temperature and the enthalpy lines are coincide with each other. So if you extend the wet bulb temperature beyond saturation curve, you will get the value of enthalpy. These lines are extended beyond saturation lines and divided as per the enthalpy scales. So this is the enthalpy scale. They represent total enthalpy of 1 kg of dry air in kilojoule per kg of dry air. Next is specific volume lines. These lines are obliquely inclined straight lines at about 70 degree to x-axis. So here the angle is 70 degree to x-axis and uniformly spaced. They represent space occupied in cubic meter per kg of air. So these are inclined straight line at about 70 degree to the x-axis, and these lines represent specific volume in meter cube per kg of dry air. Next is vapor pressure lines. These lines are horizontal and uniformly spaced. Generally, these lines are not drawn in the main chart, but a scale showing vapor pressure in mm of Hg is given on the extreme left of the chart, like this one. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 in mm of Hg. Suppose this is our point, what you will do? You will draw a horizontal line towards the left from this point. So in this way you can get the value. Next is sensible heat factor line. On the extreme right beyond y-axis, one will find a scale. This scale indicates sensible heat factor and helps in determine percentage of sensible heat and latent heat contribution in total cooling load, like this one. This is sensible heat factor scale. This is sensible heat factor scale. In this chart, there is a reference point which is also known as alignment circle point, marked at 26 degrees Celsius and 50% relative humidity. So in RS Khurmi chart, if we go, this point is alignment circle point. Here the value of dBT, you can see that 25, 26, 26 degrees Celsius is the value of dBT and 50% is the relative humidity. In X-ray psychrometric chart, we use protractor to plot the slope of the line representing the sensible heat ratio. So this is the X-ray psychrometric chart. This is the protractor used for finding the sensible heat factor. In this chart, reference point is marked at 24 degrees Celsius and 50% RS. So in this chart, this point is our reference point. So if you find out the value of dBT, then 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 go upside vertically. So this is 24 degrees Celsius and this value is 50% relative humidity. So in this case, the reference point is 24 degrees Celsius and 50% relative humidity. So first of all, we will find the properties of moist air at a given point in a X-ray psychrometric chart. Suppose given point is dry bulb temperature is 28 degrees Celsius, specific humidity is 16 gram per kg of dry air and barometer reading is 760 mm of Hg. So it is written on the chart. This chart is applicable for normal temperature, sea level, barometric pressure 101.325 kilopascal. This is equivalent to 760 mm of mercury Hg. So first of all, we will plot this point on our graph. So the point is 28 degrees Celsius dBT and 16 gram per kg is our per kg of dry air is our specific humidity. So first of all, we find out 28. This is 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 25, 26, 27, 28. Yeah, this one is 28. From here you will draw a vertically upward line like this one. Next is specific humidity is 16 gram per kg of dry air. So here it is written that specific humidity is gram per kg of dry air. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So here we have 16 gram per kg of dry air. From here you draw a horizontal line towards left. Both these lines, that is dry bulb temperature and specific humidity line, will cut at a point. This point is our required point or given point. Now we have to find out the other properties at this point. First of all, we will find out the value of WBT, wet bulb temperature. You can see in the diagram there are dotted lines, these ones, right? These dotted lines represent the wet bulb temperature line. It is also written here 25 wet bulb temperature. That is 25 degrees Celsius WBT. So our point is this one. We will draw a line parallel to this dotted line. It will cut here. So we have to find out the value of temperature at this point. So you can see that 21, next dotted line, sorry, 20, next dotted line is 21, 22, 23, and it is between 23 and 24, but near to the 23. So we have taken value as 23.1 degree Celsius. If to extend this WBT line beyond saturation temperature line, then it will cut the enthalpy scale somewhere here. Again, we will find out the value of enthalpy: 60, 62, 64, 66, 68. This is between 68 and 70, but near to 68. So we have assumed this value as 68.62 kilojoule per kg of dry air. You can also match the color of the line. Next is dew point temperature. From the given point, draw a line in the horizontal direction from towards the left. So this will cut somewhere here. So again we are having 21, 20, then 21 is this one line. So this is between 21 and 22. So we have taken the value as 21.1 degree Celsius. Next is relative humidity. These are curved lines. As you can see that 60 and 70 degree. So from given point, draw a line parallel to this 70% relative humidity. So we have drawn a line parallel to this. We can see that this line is closer to 70% relative humidity. So we will get the value 67.2% relative humidity. More accurate scale or you will use, the more accurate value you will get. Next is specific volume. These lines are inclined lines 70 degree, approximately 70 degree to the x-axis. So these ones. So here we are having the value as 0.86. This line is 0.87 and this line is 0.88. So from given point we will draw a line parallel to this 0.88 line like this one, and we will find that this is somewhere in between these two lines, 0.87 and 0.88. So we have taken the value as 0.74 meter cube per kg of dry air. Little will error out. Suppose someone is saying this value as 0.6868 or someone is saying the value as 0.878. So this much error is allowed because we are finding value from the chart. Next is vapor density. The formula is specific humidity divided by specific volume. Here we can see that the unit of specific volume is meter cube per kg of dry air. So we need to convert this specific humidity into kg per kg of dry air. So the value given is 60 gram. To convert this into kg, 0.016 divided by 0.874, we will get 0.0183 kg per meter cube of dry air. Next is sensible heat factor. The formula is sensible heat divided by sensible heat plus latent heat. Suppose the value of this sensible heat factor is given as 0.65. So we will use this protector to find out the value. From this origin point, we will draw a line joining the point at 0.65. This is 0.6 and this is 0.7. So in between this, we have joined this line. Now we will find out this value, this angle. Suppose this angle comes out to be 22 degrees Celsius. So from the given point, we will draw a line at an angle of 22 degrees centigrade. Now this will cut the saturation temperature line at this point. So this is our sensible heat factor line in this case. We can also find out the value with the help of sensible heat factor scale shown on the right side of the y-axis. That is this one. So first of all, we will find out the value of 0.65. So we will mark a point here. Then we will find out the reference point. The value of reference point is fixed for X-ray chart. This value is 24 degrees Celsius dry bulb temperature and 50% relative humidity. So here we are having the point 24 degrees Celsius dry bulb temperature and 50% relative humidity. Now we will draw a line joining these 2 points. From the given point, we will draw a line parallel to this line. So we will get the sensible heat factor line up to saturation temperature curve. Next is psychometric chart by Araskurmi. Again in this chart, I have assumed all the values same. DBT 28 degrees Celsius, specific humidity 0.016 kg per kg of dry air, barometer reading 760 mm of Hg. It is written on the chart that this chart is valid for normal temperature, standard atmospheric pressure 760 mm of Hg or 1.013 bar. So this chart is similar to that of the X-ray chart. The main difference I am telling you, on the left side we are having vapor pressure in mm of Hg. So you can find out this given point following the same procedure as we follow in X-ray chart. So from this given point, we will draw a horizontal line towards left. Beyond this saturation curve, it will cut the vapor pressure line at this point. So the value comes out for partial pressure of water vapor equal to 19.06 mm of Hg. Second thing is that we have to find out the value of sensible heat factor. So in this case, again it is given that the value of the sensible heat factor is 0.65. So you can see on the scale that this is 0.60. Here we are having 0.65. You will mark a point here. Now you mark another point, that is alignment circle point for this chart. The value is 26 degree Celsius dry bulb temperature. So you can see that this is 26 degrees Celsius dry bulb temperature and 50% relative humidity. So we have marked out this point. Now you will draw a line joining these 2 points. From the given point, draw a line parallel to the line we have drawn from 0.65 to alignment circle up to saturation temperature curve. So this is our sensible heat factor line for this. So we have seen how to plot a given point on psychrometric chart and how to find out the other properties of the moisture. You must have noticed one thing, that in order to plot any point on this chart, we need to have two properties of the moisture. After that, we can find out the other properties of the moisture. Thanks. Any question? You can write to me gaurav.citm@gmail.com.